You don't know me by now. Yeah, that makes sense. Now, I don't know enough to be your Stop the Fascism instructor, but I can be your Stop the Bleed instructor. And when it comes to stopping a major hemorrhage, just like American politics, we have options. Fortunately, we don't always know what the right option is, so we should try to go with the best option. And just like politics, it's not about who your favorite is. It's about the thing that'll get the job done. Sometimes your options are improvised. Today we're going to talk purposely designed. This is called combat gauze, made by a company called Quick Clot. There are different brands that do this sort of thing. All this is regular gauze like we've already discussed, but it's impregnated with a hemostatic agent. And if we break that word hemostatic down, what we end up with is finding out that you shouldn't be oppressing the American people. See, when we hire something to do its job, we expect it to do that job that we hired it for. And when it doesn't do the job we hired it for, it needs to be fired. Now, when you take these two things out of the package, they may look the same to you, not unlike Bernie and Trump, just old, dry, and white. Major difference between these two, as I mentioned earlier, is that this one's impregnated with a hemostatic agent. Both can do the job, but only this one was meant to do the job. The same way that we used the compressed gauze the other day, we're going to use this too, because this is also a compressed gauze. So much in the same way, we want to grab the end of our combat gauze, and we want to make it into a ball. This is our wound. We're going to stuff that wound. Exact same way that we packed the wound the other day with the compressed gauze, we're going to do that with the combat gauze. And again, I would love to do the two-hand technique where I maintain constant pressure the whole time. And once you've severed an artery, just like the will of the people, it's really difficult to get back under control. And that's what's special about the combat gauze and why it's so effective, is because the hemostatic agent actually helps your blood clot. So we packed this wound, right? It's fully packed. And now we're holding pressure. Difference between this particular gauze and the compressed gauze, we only need to hold for 3 minutes to determine whether or not this is effective. If it doesn't work after the 3 minutes and it's soaked through, like a bad administration, you actually have to rip it all the way out and get a brand new one and try again. Okay, so we've held pressure for 3 minutes. It didn't soak through. We're going to continue to hold pressure. Enter the pressure dressing. Not going over the pressure dressing today either. Look, I'm not skipping the pressure dressing because it's not important. It is important. But unlike the current administration, I know what's more important and what I need to focus on first. You think any of this stuff is cool so far? I can't wait to tell you about jabbing somebody in the chest with a metal spike to save their life. All right, I gotta go play with the dogs now. Y'all be safe, be well. We'll see you soon.